It's going to be a kind of a poor week for work. It's Tuesday morning right now. It rained off and on most of the day yesterday. Rained a lot over the night. It's supposed to rain quite a bit today, then tomorrow. Chance of freezing rain later tonight, even though it's 64 degrees right now. Freezing rain tonight and tomorrow, just typical Missouri weather. They're calling for quite a bit of flooding this week, actually, and a little creek over by my house, it's already running bank full. And the next job we're going to is kind of down in the creek bottom, right along the river. So I don't know what we'll get to do this week, if we'll get to do much anything. We definitely, in situations like that, we cannot cut the trees unless we're going to drag them out at the same time. We can't cut ahead of the skidder because chance of flooding and washing those trees down the river. We don't want to do that. We've had that happen before, just flash floods. We've lost logs before, getting way ahead. And cause, I mean, whoever thinks about a pop up 10-inch or 12-inch rain, and we've had a couple of those in the last 2 years. So this morning we're going to go pile some brush. We're going to cut some treetops up, pile some brush with a skid steer, get everything ready to roll out. Brandon and I went and loaded the skidder up last night, and Jill went too. Can't leave out Jill. But we went and loaded the skidder up last night, and it's actually sitting on my pintle hitch at the yard right now. So we've got it sitting there ready to go to the next one. And I don't know when exactly we'll move that. I would like to cut logs Thursday, Friday, and possibly Saturday if we can, or even Sunday. But it's right now with this wet weather, it's just kind of everything's day by day right now. I know a lot of you guys back east have been getting some heavy rain, and I think the same storm we're getting, a lot of you guys down in the south, like down in central and south Arkansas and Louisiana and Texas, you guys are going to get a bunch of rain out of this storm too. Makes it rough on the logger, don't it? We're going to go eat breakfast first, catch up on some gossip in the next town over, and then we're going to try to get some treetops piled before the next little round of rain comes in. The thing I like about selling logs to this company, and a lot of you guys here local know who it is, just how quick they get logs, how quick they get in here and get them out and get them gone. And that's probably my favorite thing about them. We've sold them logs off and on and pretty heavy at times, probably since 05. So we've been with them for a while. But, we sold these yesterday, and I rode them up, and I got here to do some cleanup. Of course, no joke, I bet I drove a mile on this front come in. I'll promise you, on my truck, the temperature dropped from 68 down to 49 in about a mile's worth of driving. I mean, it got cold in a hurry. Now this rain's here. They're waiting on a short truck to get here to load that short truck. Or, I guess, it'll be a trailer, probably a 2 or 3 bunk trailer. Get the rest of these out on. Easy there. While you're revving up there, skid steer. While you're revving up. Bring him back down. But no, that is one great thing about them, is they don't, when it comes to getting their logs, they don't waste any time. And I appreciate that. The landowner appreciates that. Just nobody, once these logs are sold, nobody wants to see them laying around or sitting. So it's good to get them out. Of course, it's a little sloppy, so I'll take the bucket and kind of smooth some of this stuff up a little bit when we're done. And I was wanting to try to cut some of these tops up before I moved them around, but we're going to have to wait and see what this rain does here. It might get a little sloppy on us. Kind of position my heaters here to where it can defrost a little. We'll sit here and wait this out, and we'll throw the grapple on and see if we can't pile some tops. Well, they got that little straight trailer in there. I don't know how. That's pretty tight. Getting in there behind that truck. We're getting him loaded up now. That'd be a handy little 3-bunk trailer there. That there. The rain's kind of let up a little bit. Luckily, it's a little sloppy out here. Those Serco 8500s, those are nice loaders. Here in southwest Missouri, that's just about all you see is the Sercos. Most of them are 8500s. Of course, they're sold down here at West Plains. There's a dealer for them there, and that's the same dealer. They sell Prentice, and I don't know if they sell anything else. I don't know if they sell any Barco stuff or not. You'll see a Prentice loader every now and then running around, like a 120 or a 124 or a 2124, but rarely. Most of everything you see is a Serco 8500. Kind of zoom in there if we can. I think he's about ready for him to pull up, maybe. Now the sun's wanting to come out. He's about got that front bunk full. Man, those guys that run those loaders day in and day out, they're good on them. Everything's nice and smooth and one motion. They make it look like an art. See how they're barely just kind of pinching those logs, being careful not to tear the bark up on them. I can't tell if, well, I'm veering off on the camera. Can't tell if that was a lover's quarrel or what that was. One truck driver yelling at the other. He's setting the loader down, doing something here. Let's go back to doing what we're doing. I've got my saw right there. I went in here and kind of worked on these tops, kind of cutting them up a little bit, that way they'd stack a lot tighter. I've still got a little finesse work to do in here. Zoom back out. We got some fine stuff to grab out. We'll just put the grapple down and rake it up nice and easy. Put it on the pile and bunch the pile up. What a loblolly. What a loblolly. Let's get everything piled up nice and tight in that pile there where it can be burned. We'll run over this a little bit, kind of, there's no ruts, just where it's kind of wet, it's kind of greased and slicked things up a bit. That piled up real nice and tight there where it can be burned. These guys are about done loading over here, so when they get done, we'll go back, make sure everything's good where they're at. He's strapping down right now. So we'll go over and slick everything up with a skid steer when they're done. We'll slick this up here where we're at. We'll put the wraps on this one. Pretty ornery old logs, some of them are. He's rolling out. He's going up here just north to put on, I guess, either load another straight truck or finish that load, whatever he's going to do. We've got a little cleanup and smoothing to do here where they loaded to get everything back to flat. Oh, come on, guy. Let's go forward. There we go. And, oh boy, there goes a full-grown bear right behind that truck. I bet that'll make him nervous. Well, we'll smooth this out here where they loaded. They kind of sit down a little bit. We'll get her slicked up and smooth. We'll put the wraps. Let's got her all finished. Now all we got to do is come load up. That's about as good as we can get it right now. I would come back and fix it if the landowner requested it. But he's got some other stuff he's going to do in here too. But when it dries, I don't mind coming back. Like I said, it's a guy I know really well, and he's a good guy, so I don't mind coming back to fix it. Oh, if we can back out of here. Starting to rain again. Just gonna be a terrible week for work. Terrible, terrible week for work. Yeah, I hear you, seatbelt. I hear you. We'll slow down here. Thing all stacked up there. It's pretty good where it all piled up. Piled up nice and tight. Of course, went in there and cut those tops up. I like cutting them up before I pile them because you can really bunch them in there tight that way. Really bunch them in tight. All right, let's head back to Stockton. Go meet up with Dad. By the time I get to Stockton, he'll be at the coffee shop to learn something from him. This rain is ridiculous. It's starting to look like it did a year ago, or not even quite a year ago, right when I bought my truck. When that big flood come, all the creeks are starting to get bank full, getting pretty swollen. Quite a bit more rain on the way. Freezing rain tonight and tomorrow. I think rain the rest of the week. Terrible week for work. This time of year, I hate to see much rain come because it stays wet. It stays wet and nasty, and it just makes things tough. Makes logging tough. Hate it. Anyway, I know I haven't posted in a few days. Haven't done much. It's not looking like we're going to do much this week. I think me and Brent are going to try to get in the shop one night, do some work on a trailer, a pintle hitch trailer. If you remember my old pintle hitch, my yellow one, we got to put a new axle under that one. Right before my new one got here, that I have now, I don't remember if I told you this story or not. If not, I'm telling you again. Right before my new one got here, like a week and a half before my new pintle hitch got here, I had a hub go out, and I was loaded. And I kind of got off on the shoulder of the road, took it easy, and I didn't want to stay there, so I wanted to get off the main highway. So I slowly limped it up the road, got it down a gravel road. It was shot. By the time I got there, I mean, we'd already lost the whole thing. It was bad. Just rather than try to cobble it together, which I'm not about cobbling things, we just ordered a new axle, and the axle was on back order for what seemed like forever. This has been a couple months ago. This has been 2.5 months ago all this happened, so it's been a while. So we're going to do that one night this week. I'm not for sure which night. And of course, I think tomorrow I'm going to sit in the office with Shanae. We're going to do some things for Timber Tracker and Logger Threads. The new Harvester image is up for pre-order at Logger Threads. And I'm telling you guys now, if you want, because I did a 400 unit order is what we did. We ordered 400 units of it. And they're going to sell out pretty quick. They really are. So it's best to get your pre-order in now, because they went up for pre-order yesterday. We're seeing some numbers on them. And we'll probably order them again in the future, but we've already got some other designs in the works. So once that initial run of them's gone, we'll probably wait until the whole initial run's completely gone. So if you're wanting a 3X and it's gone, or a small and it's gone, then you have to wait till we do a whole nother order. Because anytime we order anything with Logger Threads, we do it in bulk orders. Usually a 360 unit order or bigger, because we get breaks on them. And it's a lot of, spend a lot of money on clothes in the grand scheme of things. So be sure to check out the Harvester designs in 3 colors. I'm going to have one of all 3 naturally, because I love the design. We've had so many inquiries about that design, and even today we had a company out on the West Coast call us and want to know if they could get the whole. They wanted a big bulk order of shirts, a bulk order of shirts. They'll be custom designed shirts, and that's not really what we do, because like I said, we don't have like a little print shop where we got 2 or 3 shirts. No, this is all private label apparel. This is all Logger Threads brand. Everything on the whole shirt's Logger Threads. You ain't gonna see no Hanes tag or Gildan tag. It's a Logger Threads brand shirt. Everything through and through. Our neck labels, our hem tags, our names, our designs, everything about it is Logger Threads. But we are working with them right now to try to put together a 100 unit order to customize it, because they're wanting the harvester design. And guys, we've got that harvester. We've had a lot of people inquire about that. I know I've said something before, but that harvester design's locked down in Logger Threads. I know it's an awesome design. It really is. It's not for use anywhere else besides with Logger Threads. It's not for sale. It's ours. We don't want to do it. We love the design. You know, it took us 4 months to get that image drawn up. We love it. And guys, we've got some awesome stuff coming. We got a design called the Tree Hugger. I think you guys are really going to like too. So definitely check all that out. Check out everything going on at Timber Tracker. Every day there's more and more listings at timbertracker.net, equipment listings. We're working with some great people to get some great things going on there. Shanae's working really hard on that. So like I said, every day there's more and more listings over there. So check that out. Timber Tracker, it's forestry and nothing else. That's kind of the motto that goes there. Forestry and nothing else. That's all it is forestry. So guys, check all that out. I'm going to get off here. I'd like to tell you towards the end of the week we're going to cut some logs, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on this rain. It might be a long week of sitting around doing nothing, twiddling my thumbs. I don't like that. Guys, appreciate it. Tips. Tipsy. She's tired. She's not too happy she has to ride with me. She was out playing in the water. So guys, thanks a lot. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on all of our social outlets. Instagram, Facebook, of course here on YouTube. Check out Logger Threads and Timber Tracker. Download that free Timber Tracker app. Check out everything at timbertracker.net. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow, Thursday. We'll see you sometime.